Guess what time it is? That's right, you guessed it. Hey, this video is featuring the Potsdam 1756 to 1815. So apparently this was a popular model between those years. Yes. Nice, huh? The old prison cover. It's a riveted one. And there she is. Has an agate stone in it, which I haven't changed, and it's sitting in there a little cockeyed, I just noticed. So it needs adjusted. It's not straight. But this lock tipping session is about tools and equipment. Now, Traditions offers a little muzzle loader kit that comes with this particular item in a little broom and a flask for like 4F or whatever, so you can tap it into the pan. It's spring loaded and likes to fall apart, so you got to check on it every once in a while, make sure it's holding together for you. Another brush, little bristles on it, and these are mine. I made those from a curtain hanger. Those are touch hole picks. And then this guy here, which is also, you thread it out, it's also a long threaded touch hole pick. Little tiny wire, beep, oh, right? So you can't be too careful there, and it likes to thread itself out. And those things you can lose pretty easy. And also it comes with the most important tool of all, and that's this little disc. And there's little screwdrivers, right? Now see, I'm notorious for doing something. It's called over-tightening things, and I will crank them down. My God, it's either loose or it's stripped, and that's bad news when it comes to your pistols and stuff, and taking the screws in and out and taking them apart. And all these screws in these things are different. So I said, hey, let's make a video real quick and talk about that. Why not, eh? Oh, why not? I say, why not? Well, okay, let's do it. I don't take this one off, but I do take out this one if I remove the barrel. Take out these two here on the side. Now this one's got really nice screws, but a lot of them don't. So what happens? Well, you can booger up the top of your screw. That's not good. You don't want to do that because it messes the looks of it up for you. If you over tighten it, and I haven't done it, and I don't plan on it, but apparently you squeeze this too much, and not only will it bind your lock possibly, but it will also crack the wood, and you don't want to do that. And you do see a lot of old traditional original muskets and stuff. When you look at them, you start looking through, and you'll find that the majority of muskets are cracked all through here. And I'm going to wonder if people just don't over tighten them. You don't have to do that. They just have to be snug, and that's it. And since I'm a notorious over tightener, I have to be careful what I'm doing. So this tool here, it fits in my fingers. Very difficult to get too much over tightening with that. But if you get it nice and snug, and if you're really meticulous, you're not planning on taking it apart or using it much, and it's just a wall hanger, you can time them. You can time these screws to be exactly the same, and they won't be turning. The slot won't be in different directions. You can do that too. You can do that too, eh? Yes, you can. All right. So, anyway, I talked about this here screw. You see it on top of here. I don't know if you can get a view on that or not. Let's see there. We got the side of it really good. But that's the one that I talked about there. You can see through it. That has the hole in it. And what you do to tighten that one up is you can move your lock out of the way, and then you can just take this and stick it right in that hole and turn it. This little tube, you can turn it that way and tighten it up that way. But you always want a good screwdriver, and you want to make sure your screwdriver is able to get down in deep into the screw so that you don't mess up your top of your screw, make it look bad and everything. And then you got to learn to be gentle, because you don't want to over tighten. If you're having that issue, only use this. And this, some of them screws, the slot is so thin that this will barely fit into it, and it's got some really thin stuff. But one thing you can do, if you don't have one of these, which I recommend, especially for me, if you're over tightening things. You can get that through Traditions, they sell those. I don't think they're, I forget what it is, but you get all that stuff in a little kit. Get you one of these stones. This is a bit of a coarse and smooth stone. And then get you a really nice screwdriver. Now that screwdriver blade is going to be way too wide to fit into some of these screws, because the slot, when they made them, they barely slotted them. There's really not hardly a screwdriver that can get in those, except one that the blade is too thin, and you need a nice wide blade to cover the entire screw from one side to the other. That's what you got to have. So you can take one of these stones, and you can just take your screwdriver, and you can start working it down. That's what you do, work it down. Take your time and work it. And don't mess up and stab yourself in the hand or nothing, because that don't feel too good. It's not, that makes it not much fun when you do that. You just work your screwdriver over. That's a little rough there. Get to the smoother side and smooth it up, because I think I already worked on this screwdriver a little bit. Yeah, that's what you do. And then you thin this blade up. Get it nice and thin so it goes all the way down into that screw. I think this does go into them pretty good. Yep, and just make sure your blade's wide enough. Then you screw up like that, and then you can get those locks off to clean them and everything. And it's simple, very simple, yes. So yes, here it is. Now I've noticed the stone is in there cockeyed. I didn't know why, because it's really tight. But I have a cockeyed stone. It's cockeyed. So what I'm going to do is half cock it back. And then you can take this, put it in this hole right here, and break it loose. But this frizzing's kind of in the way, so I'd have to full cock it. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and use a screwdriver. And that screwdriver fits in there, just gentle little turn. And then we can move this guy a little bit. Straighten it up nice and neat. And there we go. And then all we got to do is tighten her back down a hair. Make sure it's in there deep. And you can full cock it, and if you want that extra bit of snugness so it doesn't come loose, you can put this in the hole and give it another wee bit of a turn. And now we've got that screw straight up and down. It's looking pretty uniform there. And let her up. We'll go ahead and check it. But still, yeah, I think my stone's straight, but my leather's crooked now, because I didn't take it clear out and redo the leather. But that's all right. It won't hurt anything. Let's test the old Potsdam model for some spark. See how that goes. See how it does. Are we ready? Get it in where it's kind of dark. Oh, I screwed up. I forgot to put the frizzing down. Oops. Good way to break a spring, right? Edward, what are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Apparently. Let's try that again. And this time, oh yes. But, oh, thank God we didn't break it. If we did, we don't know it yet. But yeah, well, you've seen how it made a big bang on the dry fire. Ooh, this one of them videos you're saying, why better cut that part out? I'm not supposed to be that stupid.
You are that stupid. You just did it, did you? You just did it. You just knocked it off, and you're lucky you didn't break your spring. If your spring ain't broke, you'll be a lucky son of a gun.
That's right. I guess I would be. And that I didn't want. I didn't want a broken spring. That's for sure. This is a nice piece. And I didn't want no broken spring. But yes, the leather's all crooked. And it makes her look like she's all crooked in there. It surely does. But she did have a nice spark, didn't she? That's an agate stone. And that comes from Traditions too. You can buy those little agate stones. They're white. They really spark good. At least that one does. So, I must say that's very nice. But anyway, I thought I should just a quick video on some lock tips. And there we go. We're doing it live. We're not cutting it, doing anything like that. And we have a boo-boo where we screwed up and didn't move the frizzen up because we're busy talking and not paying attention to what we're doing. So that's the problem, huh?
Oh, that's stuff for the editing table. You got to cut that out. You look stupid.
Hey, I'm not cutting it out. I'm going to leave it in there. Why? Because I'm only human, and so is everybody else. So sometimes you need somebody with you to say, hey, don't do that. You know, that's how you learn. It's like when you're a little tiny baby and you're getting ready to grab a hot pot on the stove, or you're going to touch a hot burner. You just reach up there and But if you had somebody there, like a parent, that says, hey, 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 don't touch that. That's hot. That'll burn you. You learn, and you don't have to get the lesson. Kind of like the lesson of life, right? You either learn the hard way on your own, or you can watch other people and learn from them, or have other people help you not to make too bad of mistakes in your life. So that's always good news. So there's always a great lesson in there when it comes to a lot of things. So hopefully that was interesting to you, and you got to see the old pot stem. I like a little more curve in my handle. This one's pretty straight. And she's heavy. She's got the long barrel, 12-inch barrel, I believe it said. You can also get those in a 9-inch barrel, and they span the time frame of 1756 to 1815. Okay, so that's about all I had. But remember, if you get a regular screwdriver, you want to work that blade down to where it gets thin enough that it'll get into that screw. Because I got several of these, as you know, and all the screws are different. Some of them have a wider cut than others. Some of them, the only thing that'll fit into it is this guy, and this is a good tool. This is called Ed. Using this, it'll be difficult for you to over tighten, right? But with this, you can easily over tighten. And you don't want to get too tight. You can jam your lock, and it don't want to work right. Or you can crack the wood, and you certainly don't want to crack the wood, right?
No, I don't want to crack the wood. I'd rather crack my head.
Oh, so you want to crack your head, eh? Not on camera, right? Don't crack your head on camera. You worried about something running out? No, because there ain't nothing in there. It's hollow. It's like flipping on a melon, you know. Boom. There's a hollow sound to it, does it? It does. All right. Well, hey, let me get off of here. Thought I'd throw this quick video up on a couple things I was thinking about. The little things that you don't think about. Somebody sent me an email, and they sent me the initials LLP. And I seen that, and I looked at it, and I thought, LLP? I don't know what that is. So I told him, I said, I'm not sure about the LLP, but anyway, it turns out it's just short abbreviation for the long land pattern. Okay, but hey, you know, sometimes abbreviations get you. So that's the way it is, right? All right, so let us say once more to sign off before we come up with some more bologna to slide your way. Hey, by the way, I just got some. You ever eat peanut butter and bologna together? Huh? It's very good, yes. Very good, very good. Well, all right. But anyway, hopefully that was helpful. I can't think of nothing else right offhand. That's a couple things I was thinking about. Do you like me frizzen cover? It's just regular old rivets. They're brass, so I don't think they'll be able to do anything sparking wise. And then I got a piece of leather on it, so it makes a nice frizzen cover. It's a little different than some of the other ones, and it adds a little more character to the piece, of course. So, and that's what we're all about, characters, right? Yes, clowns, characters, goofballs. Ah, you're in all them categories, Mr. Ed. Well, you know, hey, at least I'm having fun, right? And hopefully you are too. Thanksgiving's coming up, so get ready for that turkey. We got our turkey, and I think we got it for 99 cents a pound at probably Aldi's or somewhere, huh? Good turkey. Yes, it's a butterball, or maybe it came from Walmart. Not sure, not sure. But hey, I didn't pick it up, so we'll be having lots of turkey. Turkey and ham, eh? Oh, turkey and ham, it's coming up. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, well, hey, talk at you later. My dear friends,